One of the most difficult to some people things to do in the shop is creating a good seam. And over the years I've talked to a lot of fabricators about different ways to do seams. And really, in my opinion, the best way to do a seam is a mirror seam. However, when you talk to people that do mirror seams that do seams that don't like mirror seams, it's because if there's the slightest bit of movement in the router, the mirror seam is basically shot. So what we decided to do is make it captive with this fixture. And in making it captive, we figured, well, what can we do to make this whole thing really easy? So we've come up with a very simple way to put the seam together, clamp it down, and get it all centered, and everything's all together easy. So what we do is you take your two pieces that are to be seamed, set this down, and bring them together. And this makes a 3/8 space, and we're using a 1/2-inch cutter with a 1-inch template guide on this router. What you do now is take the template, set it right over the spacer. We'll take our solo clamps and clamp it into place. You need all 4 clamps to work the jig properly, because the clamps are actually what holds the pieces underneath. Remove your spacer. Remove your spacer, and you're ready to cut with the router. So I'm going to have you go ahead and make the cut, Ken, and let's see how this works. And actually, for those of you watching, this is actually the first time that we're even using this fixture. It's never been tried. It was designed on paper, and we figured, well, it'll just work, so let's go ahead and film it. So let's see what happens.
Now, once again, I would like to point out the bit that I have chosen to use for this is a spiral cutter, which will give me a much smoother cut because the blade is always in constant contact with the surface of the material, so it's never slapping through. It gives you a very smooth cut. It's a little bit more expensive blade, but well worth it. Our cut, take and remove our clamps. You can see how easy the solo clamps are. Just one hand shoots. There we go. Okay, we'll take and we'll remove the top carefully. The one thing we want to do is just take our square. Give ourselves a couple quick index lines so we can keep our seam lined up. Now pick up and get the dust out. Okay, now we can put this back together. Got our pencil lines to line it up. It's a beautiful joint. That's
wow.
Dead perfect.
Well, I think we've eliminated the problem of mirror seams, and this is a no-brainer. It
can't get any easier than that.
Absolutely work. So this one here is designed for doing a 25-inch sheet, but we're going to have one that is for a 30-inch sheet and a 36. And that should cover pretty much everything, but this is perfect. All you have to do is glue it up and clamp it, and you're good to go.
Correct, and if you had your Weaver vacuum clamp,
right,
you're ready to go.
Easy seams, okay, great. Super. Well, thanks again, Ken.
My pleasure.
Super, thank you.